You gotta love the stock market, guys. Just a day after I made a video going over some top SoFi insiders that were selling their shares, and one person I think sold 50% of their position. Just a day after that, we got news that two SoFi insiders were buying more shares, which, you guessed it, is exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. We're going to break down the insider moves that just happened literally yesterday, and we'll break down the charts here, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do with SoFi stock, which, hint, hint, I just did something with the stock. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on X as well, at Stocks Talk Stocks, and you might as well get your free stocks for Moomoo using that link down below. Once you open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks right off the bat, and you get a free share of SoFi stock as well, which makes this promo a no-brainer, guys. So use that link down below, and with that being said, cheers, let's dive right into the video. So like I said, yesterday we made a video going over how the CMO sold some shares, CRO, the Chief Risk Officer, the CTO as well, and we got news today that Anthony Noto, well, he did this yesterday, and the CFO, they bought more shares. They added to their position as SoFi yesterday went down, I think 10% at the worst. It was down 10-11%. So we're going to break that down in this video, and right now SoFi is at $6.80, pretty much at break even, as the stock market in general, which we're not going to focus on in this video, but taking a quick glance at it, every index is in the green big time right now. We have the NASDAQ up 1.7%, Dow's up, let's see, about 0.7%, same with the Russell, as the S&P's up over 1%, and we have the VIX now down 5.7%, back at 14 points, unbelievable, after the VIX was just at, it seems like, where was it at? 25 almost, not too long ago. So yeah, indexes are exploding today. The VIX is down. The metals are down. If I had to guess, oil is down as well. Let me pull that up and show you guys what's going on with oil very quickly here. Nope, it looks like, funny enough, oil is up about 2.5%, which, is that a big deal? Not really, considering how much it's down over the past month and a half, but we're not going to get into that either in this video. We're going to focus on SoFi stock, guys. So let me pull it up and show you what's going on here on the chart. So you guys probably know we have a descending triangle on SoFi, which we covered in my video yesterday, but quickly looking at it here again, you guys can see we have lower highs being made into the support at around $6.80, and I'm still thinking that if we break through this point, we could be going lower mid sixes. Still definitely in the cards, in my opinion. Is it guaranteed? Of course not. Nothing's guaranteed. So for that exact reason, I actually initiated a position in SoFi today at $6.80. I bought my initial position, a longer term position here, and I'm looking to add more to it if it starts coming down to the lower sixes, right? $6.10, 15, 25, whatever it may be, that's where I'm looking to add more. And of course, if it falls through that point, I'm going to be looking to buy even more of SoFi stock, right, guys? So yeah, I'm buying, guys. I'm buying, and I'm planning on buying even more, and I'm not looking to make this a massive position for me, but it's more like it's more going to be an ancillary position, right? Kind of, not a core position, but one of them, a position that's kind of the supporting cast, if you will, to the core positions that I have, if you want to put it that way, right? To make it sound simple. So let me pull up what's going on here on the Safari tab. Enough of me yapping about what I ended up doing, which again, bought some shares at $6.80. Let me show you what's going on here with these insiders. I'll do a recap on what happened, in the past week for those of you guys that didn't catch my video from yesterday. So here you guys can see, let me make sure you all can see this actually. We have Jeremy Rochelle, who's the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer. This dude ended up selling some shares back in September. So about 2.5 months ago, he sold about, 53,000 shares, or 25% of his position. You guys can see here if I zoom in. So he sold a good chunk. It looks like that was $475,000 worth of the stock, right? Yeah, something like that. So that was back in September. That was before the most recent earnings report, obviously. And then after the most recent earnings report, which came out about close to 2 weeks ago at this point, we had Rochelle, or not Rochelle, geez. Wrong line there, guys. Aaron Webster, the chief risk officer. This guy ended up selling out on the 3rd of November. Not all of his position, but he sold 215,000 shares, which is 31% of his position. Yes, 31% of the position, or $1.7 million is what he sold. Then we also had the president of SoFi Bank sell 152,000 shares roughly, which is half of his position, 49% if we want to be exact, which is $1.2 million. And again, this is all after the company reported earnings, and you could argue that they're looking to tax loss harvest, write off their losses if they're down. I don't know if they're down or up, whatever. You can make that argument, which I covered more, or I talked more about that in my video yesterday. So the president of SoFi Bank ended up selling, and the CMO, the chief marketing officer, Lauren Stafford, she ended up selling 135,000 shares at $7.58 per share, or 35% of her position, or around $1 million. So we had 3 big players here sell a combined of $4 million-ish of stock over the past month, or not month, excuse me, guys, over the past week, which is absolutely nuts if you ask me. And this is the news that we got yesterday. After I made that video, we got news that Christopher Lapointe, or Lapointe, however the heck you want to say that, he's the CFO of the company. You guys can see this came out on the 9th, which was literally yesterday, the 9th of November. CFO ended up buying 14,950 shares at $6.69 per share, or 800, that's now bringing his total to 800,000 shares roughly, and he bought around 100,000 shares, or $100,000, excuse me, of the stock yesterday. And the thing is, guys, yes, that's a huge position, $100,000, 15,000 shares, awesome, but it's not like they're adding a huge amount to their existing position. And by that I mean, look, they only added 2% more, or he only added 2% more to his position, right? So he added 14,000 shares, but he already had like 800,000 shares to begin with. So it's not like he's doing, or he's making a massive move. But the good thing is he's not selling, right? And Anthony Noto's not selling either. If Anthony Noto was selling, that would raise red flags in my opinion. Who's the CEO, obviously, Anthony Noto, which he bought more shares as well. You guys can see Noto bought, 44,000 shares at $6.78 per share, and he owned already about 7-ish million, so now he owns 7.2 million, and he added roughly 1% more to his position, or $298,000. So it's not like they're adding 30% more or something crazy, a high conviction buy or anything like that. It looks like they're just nibbling a little bit, right? They're nibbling. Oops, I just knocked the mic. They're nibbling a little bit more and adding to their position, which is good. And what's even better is the fact that they're not selling out. I'd be freaking not panicking, but I'd be like, oh, wow, that's a little bit, it's a little interesting if they were selling out. But again, they're buying up the shares, which is a pretty good sign in the short term. And again, I'm not thinking that the fact that the CTO, CRO, CMO, and the president of SoFi Bank, I'm not thinking the fact that they're selling out, that like it's like the end of the world or anything like that. I have a feeling it's mostly for taxes. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to be monitoring it, guys. And of course, we'll make more content. And this stuff is public information, right? We can see all the moves they make. It's not like we're not going to know if they buy more shares over the next month or two. We'll know, guys. We'll know. And I'll make more content on it here on the channel, guys. And I'm actually interested to see, do they buy more shares back? Do they buy in the new year? Does the CTO, the CMO, the CRO, do they start buying more shares? Or do they start selling more shares, which obviously would be more suspect? But I have a feeling in the new year, they're going to be buying back a lot of the shares. And of course, Anthony Noto, Christopher Lapointe, CEO, CFO, they're probably going to buy even more, especially if SoFi stock continues to trend in the direction that it's in right now, which is opening up an opportunity, in my humble opinion, which is why I bought some shares as well at $6.80 earlier today, which I'm planning on buying even more. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. It's free. Follow me on X as well, at Stocks Talk Stocks. That's linked down below. And you know what else is linked down below? Your free stocks from Moomoo, guys. Get on it. Use that link. Once you open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks right off the bat, and you get a free share of, you guessed it, Sofi stock as well. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000 on top of those 6 stocks you just got, you also get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. So use that link down below or go to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo. Get your stocks. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.